Hello and welcome back to the Archetype podcast with me, your host, Jackson Steele. I'm back here with another guest to interview on the old, Vultus Politis thing going on right now. I'm sure you've all heard a lot in the news, but I want to get to the heart of the story. So, I brought in the guy that was with Felix, the one, the only Garfield Davis. You mind if I call you Gary? Yeah, that's fine. All right then, Gary. So why don't you tell us a bit about the Wilson Group assault? Well, it's the whole Vultus Politis thing, right? That was a pretty tense situation. Well, we're eager to hear your side of the story. So, what happened was, I was just on my way to an interview. I think Felix said he was just walking home after picking up his sister. When I saw him, we were both just kind of staying there for a second. We were talking, and then all of a sudden this explosion goes off, and we see in the distance this. I think it was a poster or a billboard. I think it was a big billboard that just blew up. I think it was a JoJo, but it just out of nowhere it exploded. And of course, I looked to the guy who makes fire, but it wasn't him. Then we look a little further down the road, and, well, there he was. There was this guy standing on this podium, and or soapbox, whatever it was. He was giving this speech about how archetypes were dangerous and wanted to hurt people and keep them down. Which, of course, we would never want to do, me or Felix or anyone else that I know from that has powers. No one wants to hurt anybody, and I'm sure that it was a big misunderstanding. So we were just kind of walking by. We didn't really want to start anything. Not that there's any problem with their demonstration. It's just we understand their concerns. We just maybe had a bit of a misunderstanding about the methods. It was a little aggressive for our means. It just seemed a little counterintuitive. I don't know. So then that's where the fight started. No, not really. The fight started just before the part the video showed, where I punched Mr. Wolfman in the face. He had gotten aggressive. He was grabbing me, and before I saw him destroy that billboard with his archetype, and I just overreacted, if I'm being honest. I probably really shouldn't have done that. But either way, it was really just a big misunderstanding. All right, then. So, Felix, number 4, how did he exactly enter the picture here? Well, 4 entered the picture just after that, just after I got grabbed. He had tossed a bit of fire to try and get Mr. Wolfman off of me. And surprisingly, they actually started talking. I think Mr. Wolfman made some really great points, really, really great points during it, but just, he offered Felix a place in his organization. I guess maybe he took offense to Felix turning him down, and then the whole group, he called them over and he had them grab Felix. And, I'm over there just kind of freaking out. I didn't really know what was going on. Well then, that sounds like a pretty scary situation for everybody. Surprising how little of the video this was in. Still, seems a little like everyone kept escalating everything. Exactly. Really, that's what it was. Just continuous escalation that just kept getting worse and worse. Speaking of which, so once they had Felix, Mr. Wolfman attempted to burn him with his own archetype. Seeing this, I attempted to stop him. I didn't want to hurt anybody, didn't want anybody getting hurt, but then, I jumped in and a fight started. So 4 managed to escape, he got out of their hands, and, well, that brings us to where the video started. Well, you see, after the video started, after that, the VP group, they started crowding us and taking pot shots at us, and I think 4 just got angry, kind of started losing his temper a bit. I know it was always, something that people thought with him, but that was really all more for show. He's really a relaxed guy. I think, tensions were getting high. He started getting upset. He lost a bit of control, and, he sent the fire out, and then he saw that it worked to kind of draw them away, and I guess he, started using that and used it to get us out of there. And now, I really want to make it clear that we're really sorry, and nobody with powers that I know or anybody that I've heard, nobody wants to hurt anyone. Nobody wants to do anything bad or make you guys feel, make normal people feel like they're not, doing their own thing and they're not strong in their own way. But not that, I'm not using normal as a derogatory term, of course. I'm not doing that. Because there's, everybody's special. It's just, with powers, it's just a bit, sometimes it's a bit more dangerous. And this whole thing was really just a big mess where everybody kept jumping on everybody else. And it just kept escalating and it just kept getting worse. Wow, it's really sounding like this was kind of a bit more of a crime of passion, so to speak. Everybody was getting worked up. Some things went wrong, am I right? Well, yeah, of course. That's really what it was. They were just talking, and then, I really just wanted to talk everything out, and I thought that maybe, I don't know what I was thinking. I know I shouldn't have punched Mr. Wolfman in the face, and I'm really, really sorry about that. If he, is listening to this, maybe he is, maybe he's not. I really don't know. But if he is listening, I am very sorry about that. I overreacted, and I really shouldn't have. And it's kind of what kind of triggered everything, I guess. At least that's what it looked like to me. I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Hey, we all get caught up in a bit of, the heat of the moment sometimes. Just ask the bartender on 42nd Street. I am still banned from that place. Lou, do we have any updates on me getting back in there? No, he's still holding strong on that restraining order? I swear, some people, But, either way, it's certainly a little different from how things were portrayed in the video. Yeah, absolutely. I think, tensions got high for everyone, and it just started to spiral from there, and... Huh? Oh, you mind if I take this? It's from my agent. Yeah, sure. Go right ahead. All right. Hello? Oh, yeah, Mr. Gearin, sir. Yeah. Huh? But Miss Sydney said it would be fine. She said, No. You are, but... Yeah, I know. I know, but I thought that... Okay. Nope, okay. Got it. I'll excuse myself. Is, something up? I'm really sorry, Jackson. Can we cut this interview short? My agent was just, informed that I was on here, and he called to tell me that I was potentially incriminating myself, and I'd rather just cut it short before I make him any more upset than he already is. You know what? Yeah, it's fine. We all have our bosses. I've got mine, don't I, Lou? I actually don't. It's I run this place. But either way, yeah, you know where the exit is. Take a gift basket on the way out. Thank you again. Thank you for your time. Again, really sorry. Didn't mean to start anything or get anyone hurt. We don't want to hurt anybody. I promise. Bye. Well then, that is gonna be the end of this interview. Hope you all enjoy this episode of the Archetype Podcast with Garfield Davis. I hope you tune in next week for our next episode, where hopefully we're going to learn bit more about this situation. Goodbye, everybody. Hey, Lou, we get all that? Hey, listen, he seems like a nice kid. Maybe we cut him some slack. I don't know. Everything's all right. By the way, we'll just send that over to the editor. Get that all done. Ish. This Voltus stuff's turned into a real shit show, huh? How many episodes do you think we can get on this? Really? What's the numbers on that? Oh, whoa, cha-ching, baby. All right.